Hello, Patriots. My name is Jen from Golden State Times. Welcome back to the newsroom. And today I have some breaking financial news. Now, as you guys know, I have been talking about recession now for a little bit over 1 year. I told everyone before that recession in the United States happened on June the 1st. That is when we entered a recession in this country. The United States and the government has really not said anything about it. They have hinted back in July the 28th about, we're getting to that point of recession. They don't want to announce it. But now they said, and when I mean they, I mean big bankers, are saying that most likely is going to be announced within the next 8 to 9 months that the United States has entered a recession. So this comes courtesy of GoldenStateTimes.com, and it says JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon, the guy that you see on your screen right now, he is from JP Morgan Chase, warns that the U.S. is likely to tip into recession within the next 6 to 9 months. Now, again, we already are in a recession. We have been since June. But the U.S. government is scrambling and trying to find either one, how to fix it, or two, who to blame it on. But JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, is now saying that this is very serious. This is the same guy that was talking about, I think it was maybe 4 or 5 months ago, that the price of homes were going to plummet, which they have been for the last almost 2 months now. And now he's saying that the U.S. is going to announce that we have tipped into a recession within the next 6 to 9 months. So it says JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon on Monday warned that a very, very serious mix of headwinds was likely to tip both the U.S. and the global economy into recession by the middle of next year. So that is when they're going to announce it. Almost 1 year after recession started. Now, I have warned everybody that if you watch the news, and it doesn't matter what it is, Fox, CNN, OAN, Newsmax, they're all exactly the same. It does not matter what you watch on TV. They're all equally corrupt. That they are not going to tell you the truth. And if they are going to give you just a glimpse of the truth, it's going to be at least 2 months old. But never in my craziest dreams did I ever think that they are going to announce recession to the American people 1 full year after it actually happened. That is extremely fucked up. If I can't use any other word. That is extremely messed up. But that is where we're at right now. Dimon, chief executive of the largest bank in the U.S., JP Morgan Chase, said that the U.S. economy was actually doing a little well. It says, at the present, and consumers were likely to be in better shape compared to the 2008 global financial crisis. So this recession is different than the recession in 2008 because we're not in the middle of a housing crisis like we were in 2008. Well, not yet anyway. This is more of a inflation crisis mixed with people no longer wanting to go back to work. Global recessions going around all over the place. Inflation through the roof, not only in the United States, but also around the world. Bottlenecks, production, manufacturing bottlenecks. And obviously everything, all the shutdowns that happened during the pandemic, all mixed into one. But according to Jamie Dimon, even though all of those things are happening and all of those things are factors into this recession, is not going to be as bad as the 2008 global financial crisis. Jamie Dimon told CNBC he said, quote, "But you can't talk about the economy without talking about stuff in the future. And this is some serious stuff." Among the indicators ringing alarm bells, Diamond cited the impact of runaway inflation, interest rates going up more than expected, the unknown effects of quantitative tightening, and also Russia's war in the Ukraine. So inflation in the United States is through the roof, and it keeps climbing. Not only that, the Fed keeps raising interest rates. Right now, we're pretty much nearing 7.5%. And that's not including the rate hike that's going to happen this month in October. Last month, they did 3/4. Before that, they did a half. Before that, they did another half. Or 3/4. And then before that, a half. And before that, a half. So just this year alone, they have raised it 4 points, 4 whole points since the beginning of 2022. And they're going to continue raising it up until probably the fall of 23. And this is causing a lot of problems. Now, in a previous report that we did, probably I think at the end of last week, we reported that the UN is telling central banks around the world and even the U.S. Federal Reserve to stop with their hikes. That they need to stop with the rate hikes because they are going to cause a global recession. Now, I have told everybody that when the U.S. catches the sniffles, the world catches a cold. But what happens in a situation where the U.S. already caught that cold? What's going to happen to the rest of the world? Right? So that is what's going on right now. Jamie Dimon also said, quote, "These are very, very serious things, which I think are likely to push the U.S. and the world." I mean, Europe is already in a recession. And they're likely to put the U.S. in some kind of recession 6 to 9 months from now. Now, in the UK, at least they're coming out clean and they're saying, "Oh, those guys are already in a recession." But they refuse to acknowledge that the U.S. has been in a recession. July, August, September, October, almost 4 months now. Almost 4 months into this recession. It says that his comments come at a time of growing concern about the prospect of an economic recession as the Federal Reserve and other major central banks raise interest rates to combat soaring inflation. So inflation creeps closer and closer to 10%. And that is the goal of the Federal Reserve, to raise interest rates up to 10%. They're getting closer and closer every single month. And they're going to continue raising rates all the way until 23. It says that speaking to reporters, Chicago Federal Reserve President Charles Evans said that he is feeling apprehensive about the U.S. Central Bank going too far, too fast in its bid to tackle high inflation rates. Of course, 0.75 percentage point in 1 month alone. 4 whole points. Well, now it's going to be almost 5 whole points since the beginning of the year. It says the Fed raised benchmark interest rates by 0.75 percentage point last month, the third consecutive increase of that size. Fed officials also indicated that they would continue hiking rates well above the current 3% to 3.25. Dimon said that while the Fed waited too long and did too little, inflation jumped to a 4-decade high. The central bank is clearly catching up. And he went on to say, quote, "And from here, let's all wish him success and keep our fingers crossed that they manage to slow down the economy enough so that whatever it is mild and it is possible." Diamond said that he wouldn't be too sure how long the recession in the U.S. might last, adding that the market participants should assess a range of outcomes instead. He went on to say, quote, "I can go from very mild to quite hard, and a lot will be reliant on what happens with this war. So I think to guess is hard. Be prepared." Be prepared. Diamond said that one guarantee he could be sure was a volatile market. He also warned that this could coincide with disorderly financial conditions. So that is what's going on right now, folks. They are going to announce it 6 to 9 months from now. At least they're giving everyone a time frame. They just want to see how bad it's going to get before they actually announce it. But just note that when the truth comes out, that you guys heard it here first. Recession in the United States started in June of 2022. It did not start in June of 23. But let us know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comment section below. How hard will this recession hit the United States? As of right now, how much extra are you paying on utilities, food, and transportation? Let us know in the comment section below compared to the last year of President Trump. No, let's go 1 year before that, 2019. How much more are you paying utilities, food, and transportation, including gas and registration, all that stuff? How much more are you paying now compared to 2019 when Trump was in office? Let us know in the comment section below. And do you believe me that recession started in June? Or do you believe the fake news media that the recession is going to start in 6 to 9 months from now? Let us know in the comment section below. If you guys like this report, you found it informative, make sure you share it on social media. Share it with your friends, family members, and everyone. Just let everyone know what's going to happen in the near future. What they're going to announce on TV if they still watch it. But by that point, it's going to be way too late. And hopefully, they'll be able to tune in, not only here at Golden State Times, but also all other alternative media. So you won't have to get your news from those guys, from the dinosaur media. But share it on social media, give it to your friends, send it through text message, email, however you can get it out there. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button and visit our website, goldenstatetimes.com. Again, that's www.goldenstatetimes.com. And make sure you guys check out our previous video. It should be coming up on your screen. And I'll see you guys on the next one. But until then, have a blessed rest of your day. God bless every single one of you guys. And never, ever be afraid. Jesus is King of Kings and God is in control. Never be afraid. Thank you so much, folks. And I'll see you soon. Peace.